Sorry I'm late. I was just stuck behind all those diesel trucks on the freeway.
I know. I have to leave an hour early every time I go somewhere.
Right? It's ridiculous. Are you sick?
No, it's my allergies from the pollution from the
Of
trucks.
course. I know that better than anyone.
How are you?
Not well. With this stay-at-home order, all I do is just sit at home, dreaming about the life that Andy and I might have had together.
Nobody understands your pain better than I. He was my only son. You know I'm going to a support group for grieving mothers. If you can't talk to somebody in a group, maybe you can just talk to me.
You want me to talk? Okay, fine, Jean. It's been almost a year since I lost Andy, and God, people keep telling me I should move on. I should just move on. It's what Andy would want. But the truth is, I don't know what Andy would want.
Okay, but what do you want?
I try asking myself that, but I just don't know anymore.
Well, I want to believe, I have to believe that pain is just temporary. Life throws adversity at us, and the way we handle the pain is how we are defined.
You know what I believe? That if it weren't for poor air quality, Andy would still be here. God, he had bad asthma ever since the day I met him. And he would always be hospitalized for it. And every single time I saw him lying in that hospital bed, I could just feel myself struggling to breathe too. And it didn't help that we lived in the Inland Empire next to North High School. All that smog that LA generates just gets funneled to us by the wind.
Why didn't you move?
Andy and I, we talked about it. But we grew up here. This was our place. This was our town. We went right over there to North High School. We met in this town. And we both liked our jobs, and we couldn't even afford to move, What's more important, your happiness or your health?
Well, that is life's greatest mystery.
And then the wildfires came. They told us to stay inside, but Andy couldn't afford that luxury, okay? Because he worked outside, and we needed both our incomes to pay the bills.
I did not know that. I am so sorry.
And then there's COVID, a disease that attacks your lungs, a disease that makes it harder to breathe, a disease the likes of which nobody had ever seen before. And Andy didn't stand a chance. But between the fires and the smoke and the smog and the virus, we should all just get used to wearing masks permanently.
But everybody was affected, not just you and Andy. 2020, we all just had to hold our breath from the start. We're still holding our breath. But this all has got to stop. We all have to exhale.
I don't know if I can.
Grief is like drowning in an ocean. And as for drowning, we have to learn to swim.
I never learned how to swim.
But honey, you're gonna learn how to swim, I promise.
I hope you're right.
Call it mother's intuition.
Well, we have to come up with a solution for this poor air quality. We have to, so Andy won't be just another statistic. We have to get people to recycle and get eco cars. We have to urge politicians to promote better forest management and explore alternative energy sources and get rid of this diesel traffic. We have to do this, Jean.
Not only will we be helping our generation, but the generations to come.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to start Facebook groups and organize protests just like Black Lives Matter did. Look at all the positive change that brought about for this country. Yeah, and I'm going to start a foundation in honor of Andy. I'll call it clear the air. And you know what?
What?
I think I know what I want now. And for the first time, I know it's what Andy would want too.